Good morning. My name's Lisa Cox. I'm Deputy Head for Access to Land-Based at Lackham Campus. Welcome to our virtual open event where I plan to give you the information about the courses that we offer, and it's this opportunity for you to ask any questions and answers as we go through, if you can put them into the chat. So what is Access to Land-Based Studies? If you have a keen passion for working outdoors and with animals, this course will prepare you for further learning whilst developing your knowledge, skills and understanding of land-based subjects at the Lackham campus. Access to land-based studies accommodates a wide range of abilities from pre-entry to level 1 learners. The purpose of the curriculum is to equip learners with the academic, work-related and vocational skills in an area of their choice. This also helps to develop their personal, social and employability skills through the activities that are within the timetable. There's also a focus on learners developing skills in English and maths that will need to make their progress in their journey, whether that be employment or further education. The courses will help learners determine their best progression pathway to further study or employment. And for those learners with SEND who are unlikely to gain sustainable employment, the purpose of the curriculum is to help students develop their own independent lifestyle. The courses gives them the practical skills to make healthy, positive choices and helps develop the ability and confidence to engage with their own community and live independently or semi-independently. Whilst at college, you would follow a study programme, and a study programme includes the following elements. And main qualifications. Your studies and assessment will be within the framework of a flexible accredited progression qualification, although we individualise the programme according to your needs in conjunction with EHC outcomes if applicable. You will also study English and maths at a level that is right for you. We will agree which level is appropriate following an assessment, and this could be working towards a functional skill, completing a functional skill or GCSE. A study programme also includes the following elements. A weekly tutorial, which is done within college, and a termly one-to-one with personal tutor. We also work towards RARPA, which is recording and recognising progress and achievement from educational healthcare plan outcomes. And this is bespoke for each individual learner. We also develop employability skills, and we complete practical work-related activities on campus or off campus if the situation allows, and we encourage work experience placements too. We also encourage Fit for Work and Life, which is weekly fitness sessions are funded by Sports England. The access to land-based, there's no entry criteria, there's no formal requirements, although we do need to see any qualifications that you may be working towards or achieved during previous education. The right bespoke course will be decided on interview or during the college assessment period. So the courses that we offer. We have life skills, which is year 1, which is for learners that have predominantly come from special educational needs schools or who have struggled academically and need a much smaller group and a much supported needs. The majority of these learners will have an educational healthcare plan, but that doesn't mean that they have to if that's the right starting point for them at college. We then have our Life Skills Plus, which is our year 2, which continue to develop the employability skills, educational skills, social and emotional, all of these things continued, but it's just a slightly prolonged journey, and they work towards a qualificatory outcome. We then have our Life Pathways, which is a RARPA-based course, which is working towards educational healthcare plans, and this is a bespoke offer for learners who may come with us for a 2nd, 3rd, or sometimes a 4th year at college, depending on individual needs. We then have our Step Up Work offer, and our Step Up Work offer is for young people that need some support towards employment, and it may be that they've done 1 year or 2 years already with us at college, or again it could be their starting point depending on what their actual progression route is. But within this course we will develop employability skills. We then have our entry level 3 offer, which is called Entry to Access. And this is for learners that have a keen interest in a vocational route at college, whether within the land-based sector. So that may include agriculture, animal care, land-based, countryside management. And this is a starting point where there are no entry criteria, but it'll help you in that first point, that starting point coming into college. We then have our level 1 offer, which is our level 1 access to animal care. And we'll go through those in a little bit more detail what that includes. We then have our level 1 access to agriculture. We have our level 1 access to land-based. And within these offers, we work very closely with the curriculum areas within those departments. So learners have the opportunity to work with the vocational staff, but they work in smaller groups and a more supported environment. We then have our level 1 animal care and land-based. And the entry criteria for this is 4 GCSEs at grade 2 or E or above, including maths and English, or an entry 3 in a relevant area. So this would be moving alongside, you may have progressed from the access to route, or it may be that this is your starting point depending on entry criteria. We then have our level 1 land-based and agriculture. So if you have an interest in agriculture or land-based studies, which would include horticulture, countryside management or agriculture, we have this offer. We build it as a bespoke package depending on the learners that actually enroll. What do you study? Okay, we have the Animal Resource Centre. Within the level 1, we work towards a City and Guilds diploma in land-based studies. And they complete a mixture of the below assessments. So there's a wide variety from tractor operations to assisting with feeding and watering animals, preparing to work in the land-based industries. As you'll see, lots of units. I'm going to talk about in a minute how these are assessed, and that's the main difference between our programmes. So why access to land-based? Why might this be your starting point at college? Well, the first point is that you don't have to have any qualifications to start with us. We would level you and put you in the appropriate starting point for you. So if perhaps school hasn't gone so quite well, your qualifications haven't, we can still work with those. Then we have smaller class sizes, and our class sizes are between 6 to 12 predominantly, depending on what level. So our lower level starts in smaller sizes so that we can sort of give you the support that you need. All of our classes are supported. Whether or not you have an educational healthcare plan, we still have the small sizes and we still have the support for you. It also helps have a smooth and supportive transition from school or a specialist provider to college. And we say that because actually the transition from some schools where you've had an awful lot of support, you're in a very nurtured environment, the starting point at college coming to access to land-based is a very similar environment. But what we do is give you the skills to prepare you to feel comfortable in a college setting to be able to progress your journey if that's appropriate. We have a flexible study programme, including our assessment methods. That's what makes us different. We can build a programme that's right for that individual. And that's where the bespoke timetabling comes in. So it may be that we need to look at you as an individual learner and identify what is right for you and meet your needs. We also have a wider pastoral support. Your staff, your lecturers are also your personal tutors, which means that we have a more of a holistic approach to you as a young person and can help you on your journey. We also are able to support learners to overcome barriers which may have prevented them from accessing education previously. And that's almost one of the biggest challenges that we face, that especially in our current situation, perhaps we haven't accessed school during the last 6 months or going forward until September. Lots of reasons, but we can help and support with that transition and make it right for you. Currently, during COVID and the situation we find ourselves in, we are accessing online learning. We are also having classes on campus. So it's a mixture, it's what we call blended learning. And that's working really well. But again, we can help and support young people access that, because actually it's the way forward. It's perhaps what we are going to have to continue to manage. So our assessments method is probably what makes our different courses different. So our entry level to level 1 access to land-based courses, which includes animal care, agriculture and land-based, we use a wide variety of assessment methods. It's not exam-based, it's not assignment-based. We don't have the same deadlines as some of our other awarding bodies. So we build a portfolio of evidence through underpinning knowledge, in-class assignments and assessments, which might be written reports and quizzes, posters, presentations, question and answers, observations. We can do videos, we can use photographs. So it's a lot more holistic qualification, which supports many young people's needs better. If you're more academically challenged and find you can work, our level 1 animal care and land-based are assignment-based and exam-based. So although some learners still come to us with the entry criteria for those courses, we still find that they're more suitable to the access to land-based for that transition year to college. And that is fundamental to the assessment methods that we have. So for me, that really is the key information about access to land-based. We're very holistic. We build a package that's right for you. You have to want to be outdoors. You have to enjoy the outdoor environment. Rain or shine, we are still outside. Those animals still need feeding. They might need bedding down for the weekend. That fence needs repairing. So a lot of what we do is realistic work experience, developing your skills to get you ready to progress into life or further education. If you have any questions, please do feel free to ask. I'm going to stay on the call until 11:30. So Jack, I can see that you're the last attendee on here. So if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask, please do. And it would be great to hear from you. Thank you very much for your time.